Hey Crossroads, let me just say how much I love our church. Hey, I've been here for 7 years, primarily in student ministry. I love what our church is doing. The time has finally come where we have our own student ministry space.
I'm so excited about this new ministry center because it finally gives our students a chance to have their own identity.
Well, I've been a part of this church my entire life, and I've definitely been a product of the youth ministry, but we really never had a place of our own. We didn't have that like weekly, hangouts at the church.
We are so excited for the new capabilities this is gonna give us. Middle school ministry is like a tornado, and this is gonna be our place where we get to let these kids just continue to be themselves.
I love the heart of our people to build up the next generation of men and women, Christian leaders, to impact the world for Jesus Christ.
We've been having our students meet in all the children's classrooms, and we're overflowing into the hallways. They get to have their own space now. After school, they'll be able to come here, do homework, hang out, and spend more time with their leaders getting mentored.
Vicki and I have known Crossroads, helped start it, loved it, given our lives to that for 18 years. And we've benefited, our family's benefited from student ministry. We've got 3 kids, they all love the Lord. And student ministry is really important in helping make that possible. We've seen the value of that. We did all of that without really having space for student ministry. So we're very excited because we see the potential for the next generation of Christian leaders.
When we do big events, we'll finally have more space. VBS, Awana. Now the new space gives us way more opportunity to reach more for Christ.
I have to say, it's not just about student ministry. After 5 years of being off campus, we have a great staff, ton of energy, a lot of young folks there. And what they're going to bring to being back on campus is energy and love for people.
Well, I am most excited for the Ministry Center because right now I office out of a cubicle and it is in our conference room. So I'm a part of every meeting, whether I want to be or not.
Well, it allows the staff to work closely with volunteers. Right now, our volunteers are crammed into this tiny space. This will provide a little bit more space for them to work, to do the things they need to do. It'll allow our staff to connect with them a little bit better, to work alongside them in a lot of cases. Just being back at the building, we're all about community, so we want to be with our people.
I was having 4 baptism meetings in between services, and I was trying to find a place to meet with them, and I went in the workroom and it was all full, and children's classrooms, it was completely packed. And so I found ourselves in the corner of the auditorium talking through their life story, their testimony, what baptism represents. Man, it's gonna be so nice to be able to walk down the hall, have a staff room for us available to meet with people that are excited about following in their commitment to follow Jesus.
At the end of the day, it's about better making, teaching, and baptizing disciples. And this is just a tool that we're so excited to have in that pursuit of the mission God's called us to.
One of the things that I love about Crossroads is that this is a church that is committed to growth. And from day one of me being here, I have seen this church continue to grow Sunday after Sunday, week after week, and it has truly blessed my heart. And this new center that we're building is honestly just an extension of that and really step one to what's to come.
I am pumped for this new building because I think that it symbolizes a new chapter in the life of our church. I think that it symbolizes the growth that we are experiencing, and ultimately that just means more and more and more people are hearing the gospel, are hearing the good news of Christ. And so this new building is kind of a turning of a page. It kind of marks a new season for us as Crossroads.
And the great part is we're not done. This is
not
not
done.
going to be the end. So I'm excited for what the Lord has next for us in the worship space and things like that.
The Poured Out Ministry Center is a tool that is going to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ in our community. And I'm waiting with great anticipation and excitement for all that God is going to do through this ministry center.
Pretty fired up about that. Really excited to be a part of what Poured Out means, not just for our generation, but for the next generation of Christian leaders as well. That's why we give to Poured Out.